Okay, so this is the third slide, the final slide of relationship and marriage. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be unto their own husbands in everything. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church, and gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that it should be holy and without blemish. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourisheth it and cherisheth it, even as the Lord the church. For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh. This is a great mystery, but I speak concerning Christ and unto the church. Nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife even as himself, and the wife see that she reverence her husband. Ephesians 5:22 through 33. So here we go again. I mean, it's becoming repetitive now. Submit unto your own husbands and as unto the Lord. Here, this is the greater part where it not only brings the relationship of marriage, but also shows the example with Christ and the church. So now it's intermingled here as unto the Lord. So we're to serve our husbands, which is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. And when I say serve, it doesn't mean that you become a slave. Again, just like we're not slaves to Christ. In love, when you truly love someone, so you love Christ, you want to do everything for him, you want to share his love, you want to tell everybody about the love and so forth, and you want to do things for him, you want to serve him in ways, God, just use me, what do you want me to do? Of course, it's not on that level with the husbands, right? I know that's not the way it is here at home, but I love my husband so much that I have absolutely I don't even think about different things. We both work. I still go do his laundry, but he'll go do laundry too. Like the other day, he cleaned up the kitchen. It was awesome. That doesn't happen very often, so I'm very appreciative. But there's different things. He tries to please me. I try to please him, and so there's the 5 love languages and different things of how we receive love and how we give love. And so understand that would be a good book to read, by the way. That's just not part of the course, but understanding that. So different things of how he communicates to me through the way that I receive love, he's able to give that love and vice versa. So even though I subject myself unto my husband, meaning I love him so much that I don't even think about it, and it's a freedom to love him and want to do things for him, or just show him in different manners of how he receives love. We're supposed to do that as under Christ, just like we do anyway. So again, it's a different level, but you'll understand. For the husband is the head of the wife, just as Christ is the head of the church. Again, what we talked about before. Also, the part where it's talking about without blemish, without spot, without wrinkle, that it's holy and everything. It is not the husband's job to work out the woman, but it's the part about loving like Christ loves. Loving the wife in such a manner that all she wants to do is to do better anyway. She's offer the atmosphere and the opportunity to allow the woman the opportunity to become closer to Christ and to work out those things. That is not the husband's job to do. It is his job to love her. And it is the woman's job to love him just the same, and to allow God to work out the things there, because we are not perfect creatures, and it's evident. We've been in sin. We've all fallen short of the glory. So with that even being said, please don't take this as, oh, he's dictating me or this or that. Take it up to Christ and leave it there. Don't talk to one another about it. Don't tell him what you're doing and how you're praying for him like that. Actually, just love on him, because loving alone covers the multitude of sin in the first place, just like it did with Christ. So again, functional relationships. Here's the greatest example of using the relationship between Christ and church, and showing what the husband's responsible for, what the woman's responsible for in a marriage, kind of parallel with church and Christ. All right, so let's move on.